Princess Beatrice has a private christening for her 7-month-old daughter Sienna at St. James's Palace, as Prince Andrew is spotted driving back to Windsor after ceremony. Welcome to Royal Family News Update. Please subscribe to the channel for more news on the royal family. Princess Beatrice had a private family christening for her 7-month-old daughter Sienna at St. James's Palace on Friday, it has emerged. Around a dozen friends of the Queen's granddaughter, 33, and her husband Edo Mapley Mozzie, 38, joined the couple for the hour-long service, held at the Palace's Chapel Royal in London, according to The Sun. A source said, it was a private family event. However, Her Majesty, 96, was thought to be absent from the ceremony as she held 2 virtual audiences from Windsor Castle. After reportedly attending the ceremony alongside his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, 62, Prince Andrew was seen spotted driving in Windsor on Saturday. The Duke of York, 62, who reportedly arrived in his PS 220,000 Bentley, which features a DOI plate, for the service, was seen behind the wheel of his car, driving near Windsor Castle over the weekend. Prince Andrew missed the birth of Sienna in September because he was staying put in Balmoral, while the lawyers for American accuser Virginia Giuffre tried to serve him with legal papers in person. The sighting of Prince Andrew comes after he helped the Queen to her seat during an emotional service of thanksgiving for the Duke of Edinburgh on March 29 at Westminster Abbey. The Duke of York has made himself scarce since he agreed to pay Virginia Giuffre an estimated PS $7 million to settle her sexual abuse lawsuit against him without accepting liability. Meanwhile, it has been reported that the Queen won't strip her son of the title that she gave him over 30 years ago in 1986, royal sources have claimed. It came after councillors voted to strip the Duke of York of his freedom of that city and call for him to have his dukedom removed. The prince was branded an utter disgrace during the extraordinary meeting to debate his freedom of the city honor, which was awarded to him in 1987. After discussing the motion for around half an hour, councillors unanimously voted to strip him of the title. His continued clinging to the title Duke of York was described as stain on the city, and councillors are now calling on the Queen, Palace, or government to step in and strip him of the title if he refuses to do the right thing and resign. The council also noted objections from the public calling for the prince to be banned from attending horse racing events in the city. Another said he should be referred to as Andrew Windsor in the future. A source told the Mirror, the Queen certainly will not take any further action in that regard. The Duke of York has stepped back from public life and already had a range of titles and associations removed, and Her Majesty's position has not deviated from that. Andrew had been warned in advance that he would be losing the freedom of the city, an honor bestowed on him on February 23, 1987, as a wedding gift to Sarah Ferguson. He is the first person ever to have the freedom of the city removed, councillors were told. There were 2 formal abstentions, from the Lord Mayor and Lord Mayor-elect. Lib Dem Daryl Smalley, City of York Council's executive member for Culture, Leisure and Communities, proposed the motion and said he should also now lose the Duke of York title. He said, "The honorary Freedom of York is the highest honor we, as a city, can bestow on those who represent the very best of York. The honor is held by many notable and accomplished people who carry it with pride and responsibly." Having been stripped of his military roles and royal patronages by the Queen, we believe that it is right to remove all links that Prince Andrew still has with our great city. I was pleased to see councillors of all parties support this motion and make it clear that it is no longer appropriate for Prince Andrew to represent York and its residents. The removal of this honorary title sends the right message that we as a city stand with victims of abuse. The next logical step is now for Prince Andrew to do the right thing and relinquish his Duke of York title. If he fails to do so, the government and Buckingham Palace must step in to remove his title to finally end Prince Andrew's connection to York. It follows a slew of authorities, institutions, schools, and even golf clubs, which have all sought to distance themselves from the disgraced Duke since he settled his civil case with Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking victim Virginia Giuffre. In the wake of the case, which was settled in February, the 62-year-old was also stripped of his military roles and royal patronages, and was told he would no longer be known as His Royal Highness. Both Buckingham Palace and a spokesperson for the Duke of York declined to comment. York City Council considered the motion. The council resolves that, pursuant to Section 249 of the Local Government Act 1972, the City of York Council withdraws the honorary freeman of the city status from the Duke of York, which was conferred upon him in 1987. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more news on the royal family